Welcome to the Felt Dyslexic Radically Radiant podcast. My name is Elizabeth Buckridge.
And I am Donita Coburn-Amadeo.
And we are going to talk about dyslexia, meditation, art, and entrepreneurship. You ready?
I am so ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Me too. Okay, so we're at episode 7.
Oh my gosh.
I know, we're at the end of March.
Wow.
And I have a question for you about dyslexia.
Please.
What does rest look like for someone whose brain is always working differently?
Well, this is a big question. I think that it's about intentionality. So actually planning rest so that you're not so caught up in trying to get everything done without actually taking the time to rest. What do you think?
Yeah, so I build rest into my day 20 minutes at a time.
Yeah. Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
And I also wanted to share a quote. I think I'm going to start doing this. I might forget sometimes, but I'm going to share a quote about dyslexia. And this quote is from Franca P. Price, and it's Embrace It and Harness Its Strength. That's the name of the book. And she talks about neural territories in the left temporal cortex. I think it's a longer word than that, but I don't know. I can't pronounce it. So it's our left temporal cortex is reduced, but the right hemisphere lights up with brilliant and dynamic light when it's being studied. The dyslexic brain.
Oh, that's
so I kind of wanted to add that into
what that means.
I don't know, but it's like the pathway in the right brain for dyslexic people actually does light up.
Yeah.
More than the left. It's like
right, because it's about creativity, because that's the creative side of the brain, right?
Yeah, and they're proving it now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's kind of cool. Yeah. So I don't know. I just wanted to jump the kit.
It's amazing.
Get that in there.
It's the innovation side of the brain.
Yeah. I have a couple little quotes for you.
Okay.
But rest, yeah, I think that for me, like I have to build rest into my day. So how do you build rest into your day?
Well, I'm terrible at it. I'm really good at telling other people to rest, and I'm really good at facilitating other people's rest, and I have to force myself to rest. So I am definitely an Energizer bunny. I very rarely sit down.
Right.
I'm constantly moving around. Even when I am sitting down, it's usually on a stool that rolls around.
Yeah.
Because I like to move.
Right.
I like to be outside, but I do practice my class, Calm the Fuck Down, most of the days of my life. And that is dancing, shaking, stretching, and yoga. And then there's a long Shavasana. So my inclination is to skip the Shavasana because I want to get on to because I've been doing it for an hour, but I am making myself stay there and integrate through a Shavasana. And that is helping me so much because I feel what I'm asking other people to do in a new way. You know, it's really, really inauthentic when you are teaching something that you're not actually practicing. And because I care about authenticity, because I want to, walk my talk, I am really like forcing myself to take long Shavasanas.
Yeah, I always skip the Shavasana.
Oh yeah, no, she said no. So I need to work with you.
Okay.
It's so important because that's how all that other stuff that you do, that's how it integrates at the end. That rest is what allows the best parts of what you've just done to get deep inside of your body.
Oh, synthesize.
Yeah, synthesize is a great word. Absolutely.
I love that word.
Yep, I love it too.
Oh my God. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Fine. And I also listened to my Daily Calm app.
Yeah.
And Tamara Levitt, I think is her name, and she has like different people do different meditations.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, I told you before, like I sit down and then I'll put on my Calm app, or I put on One of my meditations that I record.
Yeah.
My micro message meditations.
I love that you do that.
I listen to my own. It's important for us to listen to our own.
Yeah.
Stuff.
I like to listen to my own too.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it might even be a little bit of a problem. But that is, yes, that is so important. And I do have alarms that go off that remind me like when to do a certain meditation.
Oh, like your 2 o'clock.
Yeah. So at some point,
wait, remind people what the 2 o'clock one is.
So that is for basically setting forth a new consciousness of love and peace in the world. So comes from Pam Gregory, who is the astrologer extraordinaire from Mundane Astrology. She does a no technology, no meetup. Everyone just does it where they are at her time, which is 7 p.m. UK time. And, we're on the East Coast. So for me, it's 2 p.m. Now, I don't know if that's going to change with daylight savings time. I think it does. Anyway, and then I just go for like 15 to 20 minutes with using the mantra of bringing in more love and peace in the world. And it's a really good reset.
I love that.
A really good reset. Yeah, me too.
The other thing I do is follow the Japanese micro seasons. And so we're in right now, end of March, Japanese micro season, first cherry blossoms.
I love that. And I love cherry blossoms.
I know. Well, everybody loves cherry blossoms.
Yeah. I lived in DC too for a while.
Oh my God, that's like Mecca.
It was gorgeous.
Oh. Yeah. Okay, I have another question for you.
Okay. Go for it.
This question is about meditation. How can meditation help with overwhelm without becoming another thing to manage?
Well, it took me a long time to get to this. I have been meditating for decades, but it's only very recently that it hasn't become overwhelming to me, where I actually have tipped the scale to really fully integrating the benefit of it. So I honestly think practice. It's practice. It's discipline, it's practice, it's setting aside, it's knowing why you're doing it. So for me, my big reason for doing this was that my blood pressure was high and I was on medication, and I hate medication. I did not want to be on medication. And so I had a very strong impetus to make meditation central to my life. And then within a few months, my blood pressure has been perfect ever since. My triglycerides went down. My cholesterol is great. And all those things were not great. So for me, it was just really the necessity of changing my physical well-being. And then what's happened, as a result of it is just, it's enormous. It's multifold. Yeah.
Is that do you think that could be because of reduction in cortisol?
Oh, 100%. Yes. And yes, and yes, and yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I'm not hitting the adrenaline button over and over and over again. So even when you're not inducing stress within your own life by having a big job or by meeting deadlines all the time, any kind of trauma, any kind of just living in this world is stress inducing. And then what happens is it sets up this addiction to adrenaline. And when you're addicted to adrenaline, you will keep hitting the adrenaline button like a little rat in a cage. And they've tested rats. That's how I know this, where they'll just keep tapping it because it's that surge of energy, but it's not good for you. And it produces cortisol, and cortisol produces all kinds of inflammation and all kinds of things throughout your body.
And meditation helps with that.
And meditation is, I think, the key to changing without medication and without a lot of other things. Not that sometimes people don't need medication, but
yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
All right, I have a question for you about art.
Okay, wait, do you want to answer that?
Oh, do I? No, I just agree with everything you said. Oh, what did I wrote down?
I love when people agree with everything I say.
I just wrote down 1 to 3 breaths in is easy enough to manage.
That's perfect. Oh my God, you're so funny. And I do love when people agree with me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I could have said anything better.
Thank you.
It's so good. Okay, question for you about art.
Okay.
What role does play have in art, and why is it so easy to lose as adults?
Okay. play is so important to art because it's the act of play that for me, that moves me into creativity, and I'm guessing probably a lot of people. And because I play, then I want to create, which then inspires things that I want to make or do that are artistic, right? What was the second half of it?
Why is it so easy to lose as adults?
Oh my God, that's the easier part. So, because we get in our own way, we take ourselves too seriously. I never took myself very seriously as far as I can remember. I'm sure there were times when I must have, but just that we live in such a serious world where there's so many rules, and we have this idea of what it looks like to be an adult, and it doesn't have to look like that. It can literally look like a big child. And I think it's refreshing to play as an adult. Well, it's refreshing because not a lot of people are just unabashedly doing it, right? And I make myself play so I don't turn into too much of an adult. I don't want to be an adult. I really don't. Why do you think?
Okay, so what I wrote down was that I've kept a lot of my immaturity intact.
Ouch.
And that and I think that that can be a good thing, right?
Yeah,
like I need to get out of my head a lot, and the fastest way for me to get out of my head is through play.
Yeah.
So
can I add a couple of things to this, because you're really making me think about something?
Yeah.
So I think one of the best ways that adults can start to play is by using toys.
Oh, yeah.
So, and by toys I mean things like a bottle of bubbles, or juggling balls, or just playing a game, like, going outside and throwing a ball, passing a ball, like throwing a football to each other, whatever. But actually intentionally having, we do have toys, like, and we use them. Like, we go outside, we throw footballs. The other day I took a boa. I have this gorgeous, huge pink boa. I took a boa and my Russian winter hat, and I went out in the snow and I just danced around and like threw my boa everywhere. Yeah. And it was silly and ridiculous, but it was play.
Can I tell you something about bubbles?
Yeah, tell me about bubbles.
I had one thing that I wanted at my wedding, our wedding with me and Brad.
Yeah.
I wanted bubble machines. And I put little bubble guns on everybody's seat.
God, that's the best. I love that.
So
that's so fun.
I just wanted play.
Can I tell you something?
Okay.
My granddaughter calls me Bubble. That's my name. She made up for me. My name is Bubble.
You know, circles are the happiest shape.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So Ingrid Patel Lee is where I found out about the Japanese micro seasons.
Yeah.
And she talks about play and joy. Joyful is the name of her book. And she talks about bubbles.
Oh my God.
Bubbles are the best.
They're the best.
And circles are the best.
Do you know that they make bubbles that are like resilient now? Like, they don't just pop.
Oh.
I bought bubbles at the kids' toy store last year for myself.
I think that we need to integrate bubbles into one of these podcasts someday.
Okay. Can we also integrate streamers?
Yes.
And maybe some glow sticks? I love that idea.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my God. All right. We got to get a little thinking cap on here because we have a question about entrepreneurship.
Okay. All right. Let me get serious.
Okay. Well, first I have a quote. This year I put a quote in my blog or whatever every week about etiquette. Okay. And so this week's in 2 days, the quote is from Dyslexia. It's okay. From Emily Post's Book of Etiquette, her 18th edition. That using the terms sir and madam is for service, not for social. So what they mean by that is like the military, or like if you're at a restaurant or something, it's a sign of respect to say sir, or whatever. But like if I'm addressing you, I wouldn't say madam or whatever. You know,
can we every now and then just say that just
as a
for
joke?
The heck of it?
Yeah.
Just to make ourselves laugh. Like, I'll be like, Sam Elizabeth, madam.
Yes. I do think that is funny, but I also feel like with etiquette, it's good to know the rules and then you can break them at will.
Okay. That's fun because that's playful.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right. That's part of playing. Just
right.
break the rules a little.
And knowledge. I think that knowledge.
As long as you know it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you know, yeah.
All right.
Anyway, I have an entrepreneur question for you.
Okay.
How do we define enough in business when the world keeps pushing for more?
I honestly think that's about personal boundaries.
Ooh.
So I think that enough is dependent on the individual and what is enough for them. And by enough, I mean enough time, enough money, enough ideas for the day. I mean, that's where I get like overly abundant is with ideas. Like I start like doing it like I'm a bubble machine.
An idea machine.
Yeah. But I think it's about personal boundaries and just knowing, and this is hard for me. I'm not saying that I'm great at it because I will go through periods of time where I will under because of whatever reason. And then I will go through periods of time where I am over. Yeah. Like not enough, like too much, which I like too much, but it's not always a great boundary.
More is more.
Yeah. What about you?
Well, what I wrote is I've worked a lot on this with my coach Amber Berry, and just feeling like I'm enough.
Oh yes, that's so big. That's so big.
Yeah. So the world is always gonna push for more, no matter what. But if I just feel enough in this moment, right? And I think it's hard for me as a dyslexic person who's just feels like I feel like I'm wrong all the time. But if I can just feel enough in the feeling of enoughness within myself, then then I can create those boundaries.
That's great. And you are enough. And I see you. And I think that is part of it too. I think it's also surrounding yourself with people that help you remember that you're enough and people that see you. I think that is so important.
That's nice.
So, yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, my blog post last week was about interior design, and my blog post coming up this week is about color psychology. And
I love that.
I'm obsessed. Well, I'm obsessed with bucketing all kinds of information. And so I had a free workshop that I gave. Well, actually, you were there a couple of months ago.
It was very, it was rich in content. It was rich in content.
I was talking so fast. It was a month.
Though.
It was a month of content.
It was good.
But that will go live at some point in 2026.
Yay.
I don't know. Yeah, it'll be
good.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's episode 7.
All right.
Series 1. That's a wrap.
Whoa.
Yeah. Do you have anything more to add? Or you want to do high five? I love it.
I've never been good at them, so I feel like you and I, for whatever reason, are good at them together.
I know. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
All right. Well, we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Thank you.